Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap. In front of all of you, I am presenting the Economics Time newspaper headline. So, first of all, crypto crash makes Indian investors jittery. Next, foreign investor trimming exposure to government bond. Next, China cuts key interest rate to support economy. Next, markdown detour slows fresh funds delivery to Donzo. Next, APG, IFC, and AIIB in race to put $250M into Mahindra in IT. नेक्स्ट टाइटन में बाय ₹350 करोड़ कैरेट लेन ई सूप. नेक्स्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट हेयरिंग ऑन बिहार कास्ट सर्वे सेंटर सिक टू सबमिट व्यूज. नेक्स्ट पावर डिमांड हिट्स रिकॉर्ड हाई इन अगस्त. नेक्स्ट पैनल सजेस्ट कंपनसेशन हाइक फॉर विक्टिम्स इन मणिपुर. नेक्स्ट क्रिटिकल फायरिंग रेंज ऑफ गैलवान gets green node. Next, global tech cause sick change in local value additional norms. Next, telecom AGR grows over 2% in fourth quarter on tariff hike impact. Next, Jio FinServ list Dalal Street share fall 5%. Next, onion traders seek floor price for export duty. Next, Maharashtra farmers cry fall over falling onion price. Next, on page number 2 in pure politics section, in that center wants to give views, Supreme Court still refuses to stay cast survey. Next, center puts Northeast funding on fast track. Next, SOP of summoning official to court soon. Next, BRS releases list of 115 candidates. Next, Manipur violence panel submit 3 reports, calls for substantially more compensation. Next, no special house session in Manipur. Next, Modi pledged leakage in welfare distribution, creating more fund. Next, follow Buddha's path for progress, Akhilesh. Next, Shah, PM delivered Kalyan Singh's Ram Temple promise. Next, more to NCP split than meets eye. On page number 3 in pure politics section, in that BRICS expansion, national currency use top agenda. Next, critical firing range of Galwan gets green node, first drill held. Next, Delhi WCD official accused of raping minor suspended. Next, police recreate crime scene, opposition moves high court seeking NIA probe. Next, local investor may chip in later. Next, coal stocks. Next, surplus stock are concerned. Next, PM's principal secretary stresses on more testing sequences. Next, government releases e-services delivery report for states UT. Next, valuation needs to be finalized. On page number 4 in disruption section, in that software cause sick tweak in local value addition norms. Next, Times Pro sees 3 multiply jump in learner base in next 3 years. Next, IT mid cap set to keep hiring momentum going in near term. Next, Threads web version likely out this week. Next, taxi cause driver sick. Supreme Court relief ahead of LMV license issue hearing. Next, Wipro names Brijesh Singh as global AI head. Next, process pick separate leaders for e-tech food delivery units. Next, Titan may buy ₹350 crore e-soup from Carrot Lane staff. Next, Voda and ATL flag rise in compliance requirement. On page number 5, brands and companies section, in that crypto plunge gives Indian investor the jittery. Next, Bodhi Tree rises holding in Vivacom 18 in rupees 953 crore deal. Next, Porsche may assemble SUV in India has demand surges. Next, logistic major CEVA to acquire 96% stake in Steeler value chain. Next, Tata in talks with startup to form partnership for UK battery plant. Next, L&T backs deal worth up to rupees 2.5 thousand crore for OZ urea a plant. Next, government to take decision on generics only clauses after discussions, say minister. On page number 6, economic market section, in that FPI trim government bond holding on rising global rate concern. Next, Geofin list on the Wall Street falls 5% on expected passive fund selling. Next, rupee falls 3 paisa to close at a rupees low of 83.13. Next, crude future stabilize after negative turn. Next, MNC dividends for post-scrapping of distribution tax. Next, Shiva Pharma files IPO papers to rise up to rupees 900 crore. Next, mutual fund cuts expense ratio, share of equity to woe conservative investors. Next, crude futures stabilize after turn negative, after negative turn. Sorry. Next, 10-year Treasury yield touches its highest level since 2007, trading above 4.3%. Rising yields keep up the pressure on the Wall Street. On page number 18, smart investing in that World Bank arm lends $10 100M to IFL Home. Next, Future Lifestyle Resolution hits a bump over forensic auditors role. Next, global bankers join AIF amid investors chasing high yields. Next, investor must wait for Aeroflex earnings after IPO to take a call. Next, Co raises over rupees 103 crore from anchor investors. Next, Power Grid eyes up to rupees 1900 crore via bond sale. Next, MTNL may issue rupees 1200 crore government bonds. Next, SBI Life launches in bond contact center. Next, Sunny Deol has approved his bank to settle rupees 56 crore dues. Next, Omkara ARC buys Joyos rupees 784 crore Punjab housing loan. Next, MNC dividends pouring. Next, retail MSME bad loans match ARC corp purchases. Next, FPI trim government bond holdings. Page number 9, companies section. In that, telecom AGR rises over 2% in Q4 FY23. Jio gains the most. Next, Chinese smartphone brand Honor to re-enter India via licensing deal. Next, revenue to grow in single digit. Next, Delhi High Court set aside order giving relief to Imami. Next, Delhi High Court asked VAT department to refund Flipkart's claims within 3 weeks. On page number 10, in companies section, in that Casa Grande lines up over rupees 8,000 crore for Maharashtra project. Next, Adani promoters hike stake in flagship co Viva open market route. Next, Welspun Infra Arm buys 50.1% stake in Michigan Engineers. Next, Wockhardt shareholders reject plan to raise rupees 1600 crore from KHIPL. Next, Byju's senior executive exit to lead as US based impending INC. Next, Imar India worldwide restore sign agreement. Next, WeWork India leases over 3 lakh square feet space in key cities. Next, Tata see demand for its antimicrobial steel in global market. Next, most recruiters upbeat about hiring intention across industries in S2. On page number 11, economy section, in that 7 census. Then I comes to page number 11, economy section, in that 7 census result await but work to begin in 8. Next, IP valuation rules in works to boost funding, startup MSMEs to benefit. Next, India as seen agree to wrap up trade pact review in 2025. Next, FM discusses roadmap for developed nation pact. Next, non-basmati rice exports stuck at ports to cleared till August 31. On page number 12, in around the world section, in that China surprises with modest rate cut amid growing yuan risk. Next, try recommends scrapping of DTH license fee after FY27. Next, pay DTH subscriber base down by 1.37 M in March quarter. Next, British baby killer nurse Lucy led by sentenced to whole life term. Next, Saudi border guards kill hundred of Ethiopian migrants. HRW. Next, confident Russia will lose Ukraine war, says Zelensky. Next, Navalny urges Russians to vote out Kremlin candidates. Next, Trump says he will not be doing the debate with GOP rivals. Next, Britain clears Broadcom's $618 deal, 61 billion deal to buy VMware. Next, North Korea skims out overseas cruise missile test has Seoul, US start drills. Next, Australia's biggest warship deployed in Philippine drills. On page number 13, companies section in that Maharashtra farmers cry fool over farming falling onion prices. Next, center plans rupees 12,000 crore Brahmani in an inland waterway in Odisha. Next, Jet Air COC okay with 30-day extension, differ on mode. Next, High Court seeks sentence response to plea against inclusion of CAs within ambit of reporting entities. Next, former ABG shipyards directors get interim relief. Next, NFRA imposes rupees 1.1 crore fine on auditors for lapses in coffee day arm work. On page number 14, editorial page section in that relax about NRI, PIO, fund transfers. Next, trade cleverly on toes. Next, let's never compare. Next, sedition by another name equally shady. Next, travel in 2033. Next, cornered in the corner room. Next, thanks dad, but I am against the idea of keeping money idle. Next, Jack and Jill went up the broken hill. Next, bond over movies shows at home. Next, why should OTT pays? Next, use a motors vehicle rule for messaging. Next, an ostentation called patriotism. On page number 15, economic panacea section in that social media post that marked highs and lows of a relationship. Next, a surprised kiss after Spain's World Cup win sparks criticism. Next, one never completely adapts to this climate, Lionel Messi. Next, community service for the creator of the fake biscuits that roiled a museum. Next, Paragu cracks Corona code. Next, Pranav Sen advanced to second round. Next, Oiga learns of father's death after final. Next, Rahul Iyer returns Tilak new face. Next, SAI ask Bajrang to attend World's trial. Next, Goldman CEO is stuck without a clear lifeline. That much for today. Thanks for watching.